to the semi-final action, this time the second semi-final of the Open Division of Baltic Ultimate Club Championships indoors. The classic Ventpils against Salaspils. Salaspils, after almost Ironmanning the whole thing with 5 or 6 players, this time have a lot more players, and I see 9 players actually available for them, and the classic suspects of Karklinš and Gusars getting the first point in. And earning themselves a clean offensive hold under, of course, loads of pressure and a bidding defender in the end zone. Great and dynamic first point. The previous game was very, very hot, of course, finished on the universe point. Unsurprisingly, it was Ukraine against Lithuania, Shooting Stars against NXT, and no, I'm not gonna tell you who won that. You're gonna need to go back and watch that game again if you want to know, if you want to find out. This game, yeah, Salaspils started on the offense, so supposedly won the flip, as there are no half-time, no mirror, no change of possession, nothing like that, just flip and play. 25 minutes, game to 11. And the winners, of course, will go to the semi-finals of the Baltic Indoor Club Championships. I'm Dmitry Doroshenko, happy to bring you this game. Marcis Skudra, another throwing heroics. Girts Zakis, another catching heroics in the end zone. Tell us in the live chat, who do you support? We are reading it constantly and always want to know who is the support for. Look at that celebration from Girtzakis, the captain and the coach of the Ventpils team, and also the coach of the U24 squad, who is going to the World Under 24 this year. I will be there, not playing. I'm not under 24 anymore, but I will still be there in a different capacity. Karklinš, near sideline to Bernans, and Bernans, one of the founders of this team, if I'm not mistaken, a hammer into the end zone for Toms Abeltinch. Abeltinch and Karklinš, of course, will be traveling to Canada a few times this year, to America, playing for Canada Rush in the UFA. Great to see many great players traveling internationally. So this is a great show of sportsmanship, and yeah, how well can you make the team work, and not only individual players. Ventpils, of course, know each other very well. Salaspils played together loads of times, and Salaspils, Ventpils, so often in the finals or in the semi-finals together. Always interesting who's gonna come out on top. Zakis and Skudra. Plenty of chemistry between them, and I think Skudra is the stat leader of Ventpils squad at the moment. And another hammer, Zakis. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's a nice point. Another similar celebration from him. And yeah, second point. 2 points in a row for Ventpils. Marcis Skudra to Girts Zakis. Yeah, this time a little bit trickier reception. Thanking his fan at home. You've heard his voice in one of the women's semi-finals earlier, the moments against Salaspils. If you want to listen to some Latvian commentary, you are welcome to it. Unfortunately, my Latvian is not good enough to commentate Ventpils Salaspils game in Latvian, so I'm not going to embarrass myself in front of the live audience. Abeltinch to Karklinš, and Karklinš, looking for options, finds Abeltinch, his teammate in many different teams, not only on Salaspils. And yeah, car clinch to Bernans. That worked many times yesterday and works very well today for Salaspils. Salaspils 3-2. Only clean holds in this game so far. Very clean game. And very exciting to see who's gonna come out on top. Zakis to Blumentals and Marcis Renars Niedra. Arvid's car clinch stepping in front of the receiver, getting on the floor and earning the opportunity for a break for his team. Sliding on the floor towards some of the supporters from the Salaspils team and probably scaring them. And over there looks like Imants Ilgars is gonna call a foul. Let's see that again, if we can. Tell us your opinion. If you think that contact was significant or did Imants Ilgars actually lost the disc before the contact and didn't really have an opportunity to grab it. Good spirit by him, in my opinion. He lost the disc already and the contact afterwards was not significant from Marcis Kudra. So retracted call. Earning Girts Zakis another opportunity for the offensive hold. Swing to Skudra. Niedra did well to hold on to this disc and goes back to Dudinch. Skudra to Blumentals. Back to Skudra. Skudra's probably looking in the end zone for Gitzakis, but gets the disc to him, not quite in the end zone, but now knocking on the doorstep. And Kristers Blumentals for the score. One of the newer player on the Ventpils squad. I've seen him in the previous tournaments and of course in the Baltic League. Yeah, haven't seen him in the previous years. I see it here. So Ventpils holding to their, getting their offensive hold. So we're still basically on serve, but Salaspils, by winning the flip, do have an advantage. However, that advantage might be flipped right now as an errant throw to Yanis Bernans is hitting the floor, and Ventpils opportunity to get a break and get an outright lead in this game. Skuber almost coast to coast. Bergmanis and Kuleshovs are on the floor. Give and go between Abeltinch and Bernans. Gets them all the way to the end zone, but not quite in. Now Karklinch is getting involved. Looking into the end zone, not really finding anything, goes a reset to Bernans. Bernans to Kasparans and Karklinch into the end zone for Bernans. No, not given. Fakes off. Also Gusars needs a reset. Goes to Abeltinch. Bernans, Karklinch. Once again Bernans, give and go. Bit of a small ball to Abeltinch, and Abeltinch into the end zone for Gusars. Yeah, quite in, just in, sorry. And Salaspils holding on to their lead. Very exciting game, very exciting semi-final. First semi-final was very hot. This one equally hot, of course. Many defenses and turnovers are generated. Not many clear defenses, more of a throwaways under pressure, looks like. But regardless of that, that's opportunities for breaks. Ooh, Karklinš almost a Callahan over there. But Niedra holding on to the possession. Skudra now finds Blumentals. Blumentals. Oop. Zakis asking for that disc into the end zone, and Blumentals is happy to comply. And a nice hammer. Leading pass. Yep. Zakis says, throw there, I'll get it. And that's exactly what he does. Great grab in the end zone for Girtzakis. Is it going to be a celebration? Where is the Oh, no celebration. Come on. Ventpils equalizing 4-4 in this game. Kasparans fielding the pull. Gusars. Now swing to Bernans. To Karklinš. Karklinš fakes once. Gets it to... Oh! Abeltinj. Abeltinj wanted to make it a quick pass, give and go to Kasparans, but Kasparans was not ready for that particular pass. So that disc unfortunately hits the ground. Kasparans did not even see, I think, that particular pass. Bergmanis for Ventpils throws the disc in the ground and gives it back to Salaspils to get their offensive hold. After so many turnovers, one might think that there's been plenty of Yanis Bernans. Look at that. After skipping a few tournaments and seasons due to injuries, he's showing us that he is still very much got it. Great mark and great toes. Of course, marking the disc in the end zone for another offensive hold. There's been so many turnovers, but only holds in this game. So no breaks. Every time the offense is turning over, they always get it back. So we'll see if that trend is going to continue. If yes, Salaspils is looking good. By winning the flip, they might win the game. We will see, of course. Niedra looking for any options and goes low for Dudinj. Yeah, that stall count was getting high, but Skudra gets the disc. Looks like there is a bit of a stoppage pick earlier. All right, between Dudinj and Betmanis. Skudra with the disc. Blumentals. And a nice swing for Skudra. To Dudinj. Another swing. Skudra. To Zakis. And to Blumentals. Ventpils slowing it down a little bit, only hitting the open passes so far, not risking it too much. Reinars. Niedra was asking for the disc, but yeah, gets it, but not in the end zone. Blumentals swing to Skudra. And Skudra into the end zone for none other than Girtzakis. I think Girtzakis is scoring every point. No, not every point. Almost every point. The majority of them. And Skudra is throwing almost all of the points as well. I'm being told by our producer. However, the previous point was assisted by Blumentals, but caught by Zakis. Yeah, Blumenthal, Zakis, and Skudra, the only three people who are either assisting or scoring. But of course, they are not the whole team, and everyone else is helping with all the cuts. Oh, look at that! Who is on the mark? Big Spoon. Gatis Valdemars, one of the newer players, gets a little bit of a semi-final action, which is of course very exciting to see. Abeltinch to Karklinch, close to the end zone and into the end zone for Martins Gusars. For another offensive hold, this time a clean hold, no turnovers in this game. And yes, exciting to see the young and rising star of Gatis Valdemars there taking on the field. I don't think I've seen him yesterday in the group stages. Definitely haven't seen him in the quarterfinals earlier, but nice to see him in the semifinals. Nice pull by Karklinch, and pick has been called earlier. By Bernans. Nice switch for Salaspils in the middle of the field. No words needed, they just know where to go. Blumentals gets the disc far sideline. It's going to be a leading pass for Skudra. Look at that! Skudra shows that he still got it. Oh, look at that replay. Nice leading pass. He knows it's a little too long, the layout is needed, but yeah, none other than Marcis Skudra. Beautiful shot, beautiful layout, and a great grab in the end zone. And once again, Blumentals and Skudra. Yeah, only 3 players so far has been scoring or assisting. Ventpils requested a timeout. We are happy to comply. We're going to take a quick breather, and we will be back with you for the last 7 minutes of this game. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the last 6 minutes of regulation time of this game. Exciting game, exciting semifinals. Yeah, Ventpils showing us, of course, what they're worth. And that's very, very exciting semifinals, just like the previous one. Previous one finished on the Universe Point. This one have all the opportunities of finishing on the same way as well. Salaspils, actually, it's their first game today. As they won their pool yesterday, they earned a trip directly to semifinals, while for Ventpils it is the second game. They needed to go through the quarterfinal stage, and yeah, in that previous game there were a few injuries, but lots of heroics, and yeah, Universe Point game. After being down by 3 points, they managed to win the game in the Universe Point. So that was one game to watch. You can watch it, of course, on demand. Oh! Kristaps Bergmanis, great awareness, knocking the disc away and earning an opportunity for Ventpils for a break. Bergmanis, Blumentals. Is it going to be Blumentals to Zakis? Possibly. Gusevs. No, sorry, Kulishovs, rather. With the disc, back to Blumentals, and oh, Blumentals throwing it into the ground towards Girtzakis, but not in the air, and that does not work. He's, yeah, hitting himself on the head and being upset with himself, understandably. And you see on the far side of the field, Edgars Budinš, who got injured in the previous game, performing a heroic defense and earning the disc for Ventpils to win the game. Karklinš fakes off, goes to Gusars right away to Bernans, and a pick has been called by Bergmanis. Looks like a bit of a discussion, but all good. Disc is gonna get checked in. Abeltinš to Karklinš, and leading pass to Martinš Saulīte. Salaspils holding, only holds in this game after huge defensive pressure on every point by each of the teams on each other. Only holds in this particular game. They are trading from the very start. Three minutes of play time, regulation time left. And that pull is up, gonna be fielded by Girts Zakis. Swing to Dudinš. Dudinš can't really find anything, finds Skudra. Skudra into the end zone. Ooh, look at that grab, and I hope that both of them are okay, but looks like, yeah, some players are asking us for opinion if it was in or not. Very difficult to say, but could be line. Could be line, but very hard to see over there. It's really hard to say that, but looks more like it was on the line. I mean, Salaspils, I'm not sure. Salaspils players did ask our perspective, but I'm not sure if Ventpils would like to see our perspective as well. Because normally both of the team's representative would see that. But it does look like the foot touched the line first. Just the line. So unfortunate for Dudinš and Salaspils. That is an opportunity for a break again. Will Ventpils get it back? Will the trend continue? Swing to Karklinš. To Gusars, and Gusars looking into the end zone, can't really find anything. Swing to Abeltinš with a hammer. And to, whoa, that almost went wrong. Abeltinš, and that disc hits the ground, and Ventpils opportunity to get it back. Dudinš with the disc after heroics earlier, but unfortunately being out, and Jedra gets high a little bit too early, maybe. And Gusars, after some pressure, earning that disc back for Salaspils. If Salaspils wins this point, it's going to be a game to 9. Otherwise, it's going to be Universe at 8. Karklinš to Gusars. And into the end zone for Karklinš. That is a game to 9, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the first break. The very first break of this point. Salaspils ready to pull. The game, that semi-final, will be over at 9 points. So Ventpils need to hold, and then they need to break twice to win that point. And yeah, some players and some spectators are asking for a layout, but that would be very difficult because the disc was going away from Zakis, and yeah, Salaspils have an opportunity to win it right now and right here with no shenanigans of universe points. And Vitalijs Kulishovs in the end zone, interception, and whoa, yeah, difficult one, and Zakis to Skudra, look at that. Another one of the pop pass, and Skudra collecting another point. He was very happy about his statistics from yesterday because he was leading them, unsurprisingly, and I'm sure that it is still the case for them. 8-7 now, like I said. Ventpils needs 2 breaks to win that. Kristaps Bergman is ready to pull. Gusars gonna field that. Kasparans. Bernards was available, but that pass is not taken back to Gusars instead. Abeltinch got some open players. Kasparans. Swing to Karklinch. Karklinch faking a hammer. Goes to Bernards, and Bernards into the end zone for number 25, none other than Toms Abeltinch, and yeah, great layout over there by Robert Dudinch, and congratulations to Salaspils booking a ticket to the finals that we are going to see. I think it's going to be the last game of the day, if I remember right, so they got themselves a pretty long break. Commiserations to Ventpils. That was an amazing match. Very happy to call on that. And next up, we are gonna be starting with the placement games. So the first game is going to be for the 7th and 8th place Ventpils and Moment Junior Women's Division. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, and enjoy Ultimate.